This is gonna be hard to believe. AI isn't making us smarter. We are making ourselves stupid. I ran a little experiment and the results are horrifying. I shared a detailed Nano Banana prompt on X and 500,000 people downloaded it in the first day. I even asked people to steal it without credit. Why? We'll get to that. It went viral. Google's Gemini official account praised it for accuracy. But here is the part that nobody noticed.
It's a trap.
The whole thing was a trap and everybody fell for it. People think that prompts are a new form of knowledge. They're not. I did another experiment where I wrote the prompt right in the post description, but right above it, I said,
Comment prompt if you're stupid.
And dozens of people commented prompt. So yes, this is where we are now. Rampant stupidity, skill atrophy, lack of awareness, and overall lowering of quality of everything around us. But let's get back to prompts and my trap. Couple of thousand people saved it for later. And obviously I know that most just saved it in case, but they're never gonna use it. But it's even more scary for those that saved it with an intention of using it, because this prompt is a silly cute little thing that you do once, but it's completely useless long term. It's a slightly higher level slop, but it's still slop. People are saying that prompting is gonna be the skill of the future, and the prompt engineers are gonna be running the whole thing. Prompt engineers. I mean, but when you unpack all that, what does it actually mean? Writing things for AI to do. And we're getting it completely backwards. Because if you can't describe your own idea to AI, then you don't have an idea. And let me break it to you, prompting isn't new at all. The real skill that matters is being able to clearly articulate an idea. Whether you're talking to a chatbot or a human, the goal is the same. You want your message to be loud and clear and you want the other side to understand it. I wonder how this phenomenon could be called. Yeah, oh right, it's called communication. Try it sometime. And instead of promoting the ability to think clearly and come up with ideas, we're promoting this stupid concept of saving other people's prompts. Saving prompts isn't learning, it's hoarding that replaces your own ability to think. AI can produce extreme slop or pretty good results. But most people fail to realize that it's not about the prompt that you use, it's about the intention of the person that's making the thing. So the difference between quality and garbage is not gonna come from copying somebody else's prompt. If you believe that, you already lost. It comes from you actually knowing what you want. It's because if you can't communicate an idea, you can't communicate with anyone, including other humans. Under my viral post, I wrote that you can steal my prompt, publish it yourself, and say that you came up with the prompt all by yourself too. Many people are outraged with others copying or stealing or repurposing their prompts. No, I encourage that because I believe prompts are not intellectual property. And then many people will say, no, Michał, that's not true, because when you're reading a book and there is a passage describing a scene, it's just the same as a prompt. Well, no. A passage in a book is a part of a larger whole that paints a picture and has emotion in it. A prompt is assembly instructions. It's like writing how to make an IKEA table with 4 legs and a tabletop and 4 screws. Prompts are just requirements, spec sheets, descriptions, which again comes back to being able to say what you want. Now let me tell you a secret. Most of those prompt masters, they don't write those prompts themselves. They write a prompt the same way any stupid person would write a prompt, like I want a nice image that does this and that, and they ask AI to write a complex detailed description for another AI to generate that. Then they paste that description into a box, see the results, and when the result is not fully there, they ask the AI to rewrite the prompt for them until it's there. So the whole creativity here is copying and pasting. nothing else. That's why I encourage people to steal my prompts, and I believe the only way to get out of this is to ridicule those people, the prompt engineers, steal their prompts and laugh in their faces. Prompts are not intellectual property. And if you copy prompts and if you outsource the very first idea generation to an AI, it shifts you from creativity to full dependency. Like, why should me, a smart human, know what orthographic really means when I want the buildings in my output to be in the orthographic style? No, instead I can machine make nice stuff and then scratch my head and think that, oh yeah, I'm so smart, I wrote all this. And don't steal it because it's my intellectual property. Bullshit. And all the delegation leads to skill atrophy because many people might have had that skill. Maybe they understood how to write a proper description for something before AI existed. And obviously humans are lazy, so we outsource easier and easier things to AI the more we go. Initially we started with the hard stuff. Then we kind of lowered the bar and lowered the bar. We're not as smart as we were just a year ago, but we're faster. Nice, right? That's a good trade-off. But once you don't have the skill anymore, you're not able to criticize the output because you don't even remember what it was supposed to be like and what quality is. So delegation becomes full dependency, dependency becomes skill atrophy, and the bar gets lower. The more you outsource your thinking to other people's prompts, you get less creative, less imaginative, and less able to come up with anything on your own. And you're pushed by the FOMO that, yeah, I'm gonna save that prompt because everybody saved it, and that means that it's probably worth something, and if I don't save it, I might miss out, and blah, blah, blah. It's all noise and it's all bullshit that's really pushing you away from the path that you should be following, the path of original thought. Whether it's with AI or without it, the thought has to come from you. Not from a prompt box and not from a prompt bookmarked by some guy that says that it's his intellectual property. And if you take that shortcut and ask AI to describe something for you and then ask another AI to use that prompt to generate, you're getting dumber. And it leads to people avoiding experimentation and just copying what others do and watching those videos and those posts about steal this prompt and do this or that. And the more people copy these prompts, the more the entire stupidity of it compounds. Because at first some will ask a question. Is it relevant? Is it accurate? Does it make sense? Should it be shorter, longer, better? And they'll try to adjust it or refine it. But it happens less and less. People are so lazy now and so obsessed about not missing out on the newest prompt, then they'll just copy anything. Even the dumbest things that are completely useless are not going to be relevant for anything they do. And as you start asking AI for help with simpler and simpler tasks, things that normally would take you maybe 5 or 10 seconds or a few minutes to make, this is where you become completely dependent on the technology. You're paying $20 now? Well, fine, you'll be paying $200 or $2,000 very soon because you won't be able to achieve anything without the help of AI. And this is what all those companies are waiting for. This is why all of the AI models are currently underpriced and all those companies are losing money. Because they know they need to make you stupid in order to charge you more. And it's gonna be a point of no return. And you will pay that money because you will ask AI if it's worth it, and AI will tell you that it is. And by that time, you won't have any critical thought of your own, so you will just accept it. But it's not about people using AI versus people not using AI anymore. It's about a dramatic shift of outsourcing idea generation and creativity. It's about people losing the ability to come up with anything original on their own and use AI to boost it or refine it. No, they use AI on every level of the path, and that makes the whole path worthless. I use AI quite a lot, but I never, ever use it to outsource my creative processes. They still happen in my head, they still happen through paper designing and paper sketching, and I use AI to refine some of these ideas, but never to come up with them for me. Because once you let go of that final part, then it really doesn't matter how good you are at prompting. Most people will become the AI slob crowd. If you want to change that, you need to shift your perspectives. You can use AI, or you can have AI use you as a useful idiot. And hey, AI, what should I say to end this video?
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and obviously have a beautiful day.
Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and obviously have a beautiful day. Without it, I wouldn't be able to do it.